Hey guys, so this video is a little bit different. I'm kind of doing a end of the month review. How am I doing with my goals that I set a few weeks ago while I get ready to do my makeup? So January is definitely a season of change. You know, I knew that change was coming, and I was ready for change. You know, I just recently started. Ooh, I poured too much in here. I recently started writing in my journal, and as I'm writing, I'm kind of like praying at the same time and like praying to God while I'm writing in the journal in the morning. So lately in my prayers, I've just been asking God to close any doors that aren't for me, right? I'm like, God, please, thank you for closing any door that's not for me. Thank you for opening up new doors of opportunity. I would trust you, Lord. Help my unbelief, you know, things like that. So I knew that change was coming. Oh, this is a SPF skin corrector that I put on by Origins. Hopefully you can see that. I always put this on underneath my makeup. So anyway, let me just make a long story short. My job has had a bunch of layoffs this week, and I was one of the people to get let go. But like I said, I knew that a season of change was coming. So, which is always why I recommend that you guys have a side hustle, so that when life happens, when changes in your life happens, you're not like scrambling, wondering, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? How am I going to survive? Like, what's my next steps? You can kind of be prepared. And so I just thank God that I was prepared for this season of change. I mean, I've been preparing. I bought a new laptop. This is my own laptop now that I'm recording the video on. So I'm just thankful. And I'm just like so happy. This past few weeks, I've been waking up happy. Tuesday, I just got back from Barbados, which was a beautiful trip. If you haven't already checked out my latest video where I'm talking all about how I was able to save for my trip to Barbados using Digit, because I love the Digit app. Probably gonna leave a link for that below as well. Oh, this is my SPF. I just put this on after I do my skin corrector. Ready for a season of change. But my goals for this year, for 2017, was that I wanted to be debt free. I still have $10,050.62 left of my student loan debt, and so the goal is to still be debt free right now, even though I'm going through this season of change and transition. And it's weird because I know me and a few of my other friends in my Colorful Money group, other personal finance bloggers, we always talk about don't take the sip of the entrepreneur Henny, right? Because it's like the Henny looks good, it's strong, you're taking a shot, you feel invincible, but if you don't have your systems and set up, if you don't have enough money coming in, eventually it's like a hangover. You're gonna wake up the next day and be like, oh my gosh, what did I do? So right now I'm currently taking a shot of the entrepreneur Henny, and I feel free. Like this week, like I said, I've been waking up happy. I've been gaining new clients for social media clients. I set up my sales page, so now you guys can book a one-on-one money chat with me. I can help you plan for your finances in 2017. So it's just like, I'm just super excited and super happy. You know, have a side hustle so that you know what your next steps are going to be, and you're not left scrambling, wondering, oh my gosh, how am I going to pay my bills? Things like that. So I was saving, and that's why I didn't have as much debt paid off as I wanted to have, because instead of me using that money all towards my debt, what I started to do is I started to put that in a savings account for my student loan debt. So instead of me just throwing it at my debt, I started throwing it at my savings instead. I'm just doing concealer right now, guys. So I started throwing at my debt instead. But yeah, I'm just like super excited for the season of change. So now it's like, okay, I'm still fixed up my resume. I have my online portfolio. If you guys don't know, I'm a designer. I worked in the studio. So I currently help people create ebooks and design social media pins for their Pinterest or Instagram account. And I do Pinterest management at the same time as helping people get their finances together. So I'm just trying to build a life where I can do all these things that make me happy on my own schedule. So right now at this time of transition, it's kind of like, okay, do I want to just continue to be full-time for myself, or do I just still apply for jobs? So I'm just asking God to give me some clarity, because at the end of the day, the goal is to still be debt-free this year and save as much money as possible and still invest. I have a lot of things I want to do, guys, but it's possible. You know, with God, all things are possible, and I truly do believe that. So I'm trying to figure out what my next steps are, asking God for clarity to guide my steps, because, you know, God will still use things that seem bad for your good. So you just always have to trust Him. You always got to trust the process, right? Trust the process that you're going through in your life right now. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm trusting the process. So I'm still gaining my own clients, but I'm still applying for jobs as well. I'm just trying to figure out what is my next steps? What does God have for me right now in 2017? You know, I have my own plans, my own goals that I want to accomplish, but you know, God ultimately has the ultimate say. So I still want to be debt free. And my goal before everything, the season of change happened, was for me to make $1,000 January on the side. Like my side hustle, I wanted to make $1,000. And so far, I'm on track to surpass the $1,000 goal. So I'm super excited about that. That's kind of where I am. I'm just trying to figure out what the next steps are for me at this time in my life. What does this next season look like? You know, I'm excited for this season because so often we're just living in this land of we know what the next steps are. But sometimes safe is risky. Safe is risky sometimes when you just keep doing the same old routine every day, in and out. So that's why I'm kind of excited right now, because the unknown is looking promising. The unknown, I'm just like excited about the unknown. I know a lot of people are scared, but I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid, and I still believe that I will be able to accomplish my goals. Like, I'm determined. Lord, please let me be debt free this year. That is definitely one of my main goals. And of course, bringing enough money, my freelance business, and maybe I can even do like part-time work, even though I'm applying for full-time jobs. I'm just trying to figure it out, y'all. I'm just trying to figure it out. But I believe I'm going to figure it out. And that's why I'm doing this video. This is just like me keeping it real. It's not like 3 tips you need to do to manage your money. This is just me keeping it real, having a convo with you about what's going on with me and my life during this time of change and transitioning. Put some little gold there, a little sparkle. Yes. And if you saw me in my Barbados photos, this is like the lipstick I kept wearing because I just love it. Now let me just follow this with a gloss. And bam! We are done. We are ready to take over the world. Got my blonde still popping. You guys like it? Here's the finished look. But yeah, so for anybody else who's going through a transition, a change, I just want you not to worry, not to fear. Of course, you have to put in the work. You know, I'm still working. I'm still gaining new freelance. I'm still gaining new freelance and social media clients. And you, like I said, you can now book one-on-one coaching with yours truly. So if you're trying to get your money plans together for 2017, you want to set up a session, I'm going to leave the link for that below as well. Yeah, hopefully you guys found some insight into this video. And if you haven't already started your side hustle, you need to get started at side hustle 2017. You cannot afford not to have a side hustle this year because, like I said, life is unpredictable. And sometimes your 9 to 5 isn't guaranteed, right? Your 9 to 5 isn't guaranteed forever. Life is changing rapidly. Everything is changing. So you have to be prepared and ready for that change. Even when it comes to saving, having more money in your savings, right? You should have a minimum of $1,000 in your emergency savings fund. And I know that 70% of Americans don't even have that saved. So if you didn't have money goals yet, which I think you should have money goals, your main priority needs to be a side hustle and definitely stacking up on those savings. And then debt, right? Debt is a huge goal for me because now it's like if I didn't have that debt, I could use that money for something else. 2017, God, please let me reach that goal of being debt free. That would be awesome. Just figuring out, guys. I'm figuring out things along the way, and I'm inviting you on this journey with me as I'm figuring out. Let me show you my goal, my Conquer Your Year planner that my good friend Taylor got me. Thanks, Taylor Boo. So let me just read to you what I wrote out for some of my goals for this year before I go. So the big picture goal said I wanted to have a net worth of $60,000. I wrote it down here. I wanted to have a net worth of $60,000. I put job as number 1 because I knew a transition was coming. Pay off $10,000 worth of student loan debt. Open up a Vanguard account. Continue to invest in stocks and continue to save. I also wanted to have in my business income minimum of $2,500 coming in each month by December 2017. So far, I feel like I'm on track to reach that this month. The goal was to make $1,000, and I surpassed $1,000. So yay! That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for tuning in. For more money tips and inspiration, be sure to head over to youngyetwise.com. I'm Candice Marie, and as always, be wise, stay humble, and build. I'll see you guys.